Internet investors, Nadine Bowles here to help you learn how to invest in real estate. So for those of you who saw my previous video, you know that you need to decide if you have more time or more money to invest in real estate. For those of you who said you have more time, you are going to be focused on finding motivated sellers. Now, I'll do another video of what exactly a motivated seller is, but you're going to find the motivated seller so you can find the deal. And you can do this a couple of different ways. You can buy a list of motivated sellers. ListSource is a good place for that, listsource.com. There are some programs out there that you can find them. They're, pretty much programs all over the internet. You can look for these lists. But let's start with ListSource. The other way is you can go with just by yourself, although it's kind of hard to write those down. There are some apps you can use. It's also harder to use the apps by yourself. So if you can have someone go with you, that's very helpful. But I go by myself most of the time. So you go around, you drive around any neighborhood. What you're looking, it's called driving for dollars. So driving for dollars, you're driving around the neighborhood, you are looking for houses that are just a little rundown or not kept up as well for that neighborhood. So if you are in a neighborhood with luxury homes, then it's going to be the house whose grass is a little too high. The HOA is probably going to get them next week for the grass being too high. There's going to be the house where they might need to paint the shutters, or the front screen door, I've seen this, is off the hinges just a little bit. I've seen that, or the garage doors look a little rough. I've seen that a lot in elderly people who aren't necessarily able to keep up with their house, but they don't know how to get out of it. And as I've found, older people have this thing where they don't necessarily want to put their house on the market because they don't want the whole world walking through their house. It's just, I think people get more private the older they get. I don't know. But driving for dollars, so you're still looking for something that's a little rundown for the neighborhood. If you're looking for if you're looking at a neighborhood where maybe the rents are a little lower than average for the area, then it's going to be, maybe something's looking a little rougher. So maybe there are some broken down cars sitting off to the side. Maybe there is a roof that is clearly in very bad shape. Maybe someone, you can tell the roof is different colors where it's been patched several times. Maybe they really need to update the siding or paint or something like that. Like, you can tell that whatever the neighborhood is, for that neighborhood, the house is a little run down for that neighborhood. Those are the houses you're looking for. Write down that address. So either whether you buy a list somewhere, or if you're doing this straight out, no money at all, and you want to go driving for dollars and find the house, then you take down the address, go back, then you have to contact them. How you're going to contact them, the most popular ways are direct mail. So that's when you're going to send them a letter that says, hey, I want to buy your house. Or you send them a postcard that says, hey, I saw your house today. Have you, considered selling it? You can do cold calling, which is literally tracking down their phone number. You can try White Pages or social media, but oftentimes you're going to have to what's called skip trace the number, and you pay for that service. And then you call them up and you say, have you ever considered selling your house? That takes practice, takes lots and lots of practice. But one way or the other, you're putting in your time. And I have found that cold calling is a little more profitable than direct mail. Direct mail takes quite a bit of time, because if you are going to just print out letters, they aren't answered as often. You're going to get a much higher response rate if you write them out. And writing them out, or at least even if you are just writing out the envelopes, it takes a considerable amount of time. But it is a good way to get through, a Netflix series if you need to. But I haven't had a TV in a while, so that's okay. The other way you can market on social media. You can do Google pay per click. But again, then we're starting to get, you can market for free on social media. You can get a Facebook page, you can get a TikTok channel, you can get an Instagram page, and flood those with, hey, I'm interested in buying your house. Do you want to sell your house? Anyone in whatever zip code, have you considered selling your house? You can do those and it's still free without buying any ads. So those are the best ways when you don't have time to find, or when you have time and you don't have the funds necessarily to find the deal. Happy investing, and watch for more videos. Hit me with your real estate questions in the comments.